So it's fitting that our next stop is at the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, cleverly located across the street from the fort. A perfect spot for a pirate attack.
Hi, my name is William Mayhem, the voice and the face of the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum. Pirates wanted to have control of their own destiny, and so they took off on these adventures. It's probably the exact same reason that the founders of this country came here. They wanted to escape oppression. They wanted to control their lives. They didn't want anybody to tell them how to live. Pirates were the exact same way.
We often think of pirates as being of European descent, but many men and women from all over the world sailed the waters in search of adventure and treasure.
Spanish, French, Portuguese, Scotch, Irish, English, African. There was no set nationality of pirates. Some of them might have been on slave ships, slaves themselves. And when pirate ships took over those cargo ships, those slaves were actually given a chance to join the pirate force. And if they could prove their worth by their manpower and their work ability, then they were given equal treatment on a pirate crew. Those pirate crews were quite democratic. Every pirate had a place in the workload. Every pirate had a vote. So those two things there, the workload and the vote, make a true form of democracy.
The city of St. Augustine was an important stop for many of the Spanish treasure ships sailing from South America. They used the city as a last outpost to stock up on supplies before catching the Gulf Stream back to Europe.
Well, if you have treasure ships here, what is it going to attract? Pirate ships. 1565 we were founded, and within the first 31 years, Sir Francis Drake came here looking for Spanish treasure. And when he arrived, he came ashore with 2,700 men, and they took everything they could get their hands on and burnt the entire city, including the wooden fort, to the ground. Then about 72 years later, in 1668, Robert Searles came here and practically did the same thing. Burnt the city to the ground, including the wooden fort, took everything they could, and left.
Pirates may have done some damage to the city of St. Augustine in the past, but their fascinating history can be experienced through the world's largest collection of pirate artifacts.
We have in this museum, the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, over 800 artifacts. Some of our favorite things here, we have one of only 3 in the world, Jolly Roger's pirate flag. We have the world's only pirate treasure chest, meaning that we have documentation proving that that pirate treasure chest was actually indeed owned by a pirate, the great Thomas II of Rhode Island. No other treasure chest in the world exists today that we know of that actually has proof that it belonged to a pirate. We have the logbook of the ship that took Captain Kidd back to London, England for his trial in 1699. We have cannons here that kids can actually fire, almost as if they were on the real gun deck of a real pirate ship.
Now that you have a better idea of what pirates were really like, let's see if some of those well-known pirate cliches actually hold up.
All the cliches of pirates. Buried treasure. Most of the time, pirates didn't have time to bury their treasure. They lived for the day. Parrots. Might have also been monkeys. The pirates were very fond of having pets. They had cats on board the ship because there were rats. Might as well have parrots, might as well have monkeys, whatever other exotic animals they found that pleased their interest for the time. Probably more than anything else, pure entertainment. Eye patches. It wasn't just those pirates that lost their eyes. Many pirates carried eye patches because the light from above deck to going below deck changed with your eyes. So they would take an eye patch and switch it from one eye to the other. That way, when they went below deck, their eye was accustomed to the darkness. They could see what they were going to. You couldn't take open flames and candles below deck. There were too many things below deck that could catch fire or explode. So they had those ways to do it.